The friendliest and least friendly places around the world, several aspects such as cultural norms, hospitality, and general attitudes toward outsiders must be taken into account when ranking the friendliest and least friendly places on Earth. Surveys, first-hand accounts from foreign visitors, and reports from expatriates are frequently the sources of these evaluations. Here, in an effort to provide a thorough grasp, we go into great detail about these locations. These are some of the friendliest places in the world. Number 7. Ireland. Community spirit. Irish people are well known for their robust sense of belonging and camaraderie. Pubs with traditional music sessions, local events, and sports are popular gathering spots for locals and visitors to interact and feel the welcoming spirit of Ireland. This culture of hospitality is deeply embedded, with the Irish expressing 100,000 welcomes as a symbol of their hospitality ethos. Hospitality is highly valued in the Irish tourism industry, which offers a plethora of initiatives designed to make visitors feel at home and guarantee a great time. From vibrant metropolises like Dublin to tranquil rural areas, where people are constantly willing to lend a hand or share a story, friendliness is universal. Number 6. New Zealand. A fundamental aspect of New Zealand culture is the Maori tradition of hospitality. This custom places a strong emphasis on kindness, respect, and consideration for guests, which is evident in how hospitable and friendly the locals are. Maori culture has influenced the way the nation approaches hospitality and tourism. Due to the country's emphasis on adventure tourism, people in New Zealand are used to meeting and interacting with tourists from other countries, and they are frequently eager to share their expertise and passion for outdoor activities. New Zealanders are known for their friendly and helpful nature, whether they are offering advice on the best local spots or leading a trek through breathtaking landscapes. Number 5. Canada. A cornerstone of Maori culture in New Zealand is the hospitality tradition. The locals' warmth and friendliness are a clear reflection of this custom, which places a high value on kindness, respect, and consideration for guests. The Maori culture has shaped the country's hospitality and tourism industry. People in New Zealand are used to meeting and interacting with tourists from other countries because the country places a strong emphasis on adventure tourism, and they are frequently eager to share their knowledge and passion for outdoor activities. Whether they are guiding a trek through stunning scenery or giving advice on the best local spots, New Zealanders are renowned for being amiable and helpful. Number 4. Australia. Australians are recognized for having a laid-back and witty outlook on life. This is commonly known as the larrikin spirit. People are approachable and eager to start a conversation in this laid-back and friendly environment. Engaging in outdoor activities like sports, barbecues, and beach outings creates a friendly and social atmosphere that promotes social interaction. Due to its multicultural society, Australia has a wide range of cultures, which promotes tolerance and acceptance of people from various backgrounds. Australians are generally friendly and hospitable to tourists, whether they are in the outback or major cities. Number 3. Scotland. Scots are renowned for giving visitors a warm welcome and going above and beyond to make sure they have a good time. This is especially noticeable when communities come together for celebration and camaraderie during customary occasions like Hogmanay New Year celebrations. Traveling in rural Scotland is particularly enjoyable because of the people's reputation for being hospitable and eager to assist strangers. The Scottish Highlands' breathtaking scenery and the friendly locals make for an unforgettable trip. Number 2. Portugal. The Portuguese are renowned for being amiable and laid back. Portugal's slower-paced lifestyle generally facilitates friendlier and more laid-back interactions. They frequently greet guests like family because of their strong family-oriented culture. Portugal's economy heavily depends on tourism, and the people there go out of their way to make sure guests have a good time. The friendly demeanor of the Portuguese is apparent everywhere one looks, from the bustling cities of Lisbon and Porto to the scenic Algarve coast. Number 1. Japan. Omotenashi, the Japanese concept of hospitality, is genuinely politely anticipating and attending to guests' needs. This cultural precept guarantees that guests will receive the highest level of consideration and respect. The quality of customer service in Japan is well known. The staff always goes above and beyond to assist, whether in restaurants, retail establishments, or hotels, because of the cultural emphasis on showing respect and consideration for others. Whereas least friendly places includes Number 7. Russia. Russian culture is generally more subdued, particularly in the cities. For people accustomed to more expressive cultures, this may come across as hostile. Russia's political and historical background has cultivated a formality-focused and cautious culture, especially when interacting with outsiders. The urban and rural environments differ greatly from one another. Big cities like St. Petersburg and Moscow may seem impersonal, but people in smaller towns and rural areas can be incredibly friendly and giving. Number 6. China. Language barriers that make communication difficult frequently add to the impression of unfriendliness. The dense population and fast-paced lifestyle of big cities like Beijing and Shanghai can make interactions seem forced and impersonal. What is deemed courteous or friendly can differ significantly between China and the West in terms of social norms and customs. Limitations on the liberty of speech and mobility have the potential to establish a more regulated and closed atmosphere for both inhabitants and guests. Number 5. Saudi Arabia. The conservative and gender-segregated nature of Saudi society can make it challenging for some visitors to feel comfortable. The strict gender segregation laws can complicate social interactions and contribute to a perception of unfriendliness. Saudi Arabian society is highly conservative, and visitors who are unfamiliar with local customs may find the social norms challenging to navigate. The large expatriate workforce often forms close-knit communities, which can sometimes create a sense of isolation from the local population. Number 4. France. Particularly in Paris, people are recognized for their brisk and occasionally abrupt demeanor, which can be mistaken for rudeness. To non-French speakers, the French pride in their language and culture can occasionally come across as aloofness. Popular tourist spots occasionally experience a visitor overflow, which makes residents less understanding and hospitable. Paris, like many large cities, can be hectic and fast-paced, which can make the atmosphere less welcoming. Number 3. Germany. Efficiency, directness, and privacy. Germans are recognized for their directness and efficiency, which is occasionally mistaken for harshness or coldness. Social interactions are more reserved due to the strong cultural emphasis on privacy and personal space. People from more casual cultures may find German social interactions to be distant due to their formal nature. But once a friendship is established, Germans are renowned for being trustworthy and devoted friends. Number 2. Venezuela. The prolonged crisis in Venezuela has made things difficult and tense, which has affected the friendliness and general atmosphere. The social fabric has been strained by the economic downturn, making daily living more challenging and stressful for locals. The ability of residents and visitors to interact freely and openly may be hampered by high crime rates and safety concerns. The general friendliness may be impacted by this atmosphere, which may engender caution and a sense of wariness. Number 1. United Arab Emirates. Cities like Dubai have a large expat population and a transient workforce, which makes for a less friendly and cohesive community. Strict regional traditions mixed with the contemporary fast-paced atmosphere can produce a complex social landscape that may appear less hospitable to outsiders. The stark differences in wealth and the exclusivity of some places can make social interactions seem less authentic and more like transactions. This could give off an air of formality and distance that people could interpret as being unfriendly. Conclusion. Respecting and being aware of the social mores and customs of the place you are visiting can make all the difference in the world. Improved interactions can result from knowing a few simple phrases in the local tongue and from respecting customs. In general, compared to urban areas, rural areas tend to have a more laid-back and welcoming atmosphere. This is due to the fact that slower-paced, smaller communities frequently have closer social ties. In rural areas, visitors may encounter more sincere conversations and friendliness. The traveler's disposition and actions can have a big influence on their trip. More positive interactions can be produced by acting with curiosity, respect, and openness. Exhibiting curiosity about regional customs and culture can also promote amicable interactions and goodwill. Exhibiting curiosity about regional customs and culture can also promote amicable interactions and goodwill. Although these broad patterns offer a broad perspective, personal experiences can differ significantly. Individual encounters, regional activities, and particular situations can all have a big impact on how someone feels about a place. Every new place should be approached with an open mind and a readiness to adjust. Understanding the friendliness and challenges of various places around the world requires a nuanced perspective. Friendliness is a complex trait influenced by cultural norms, societal values, and individual attitudes. By approaching travel with cultural sensitivity and an open mind, travelers can enhance their experiences and foster positive interactions wherever they go. If you liked our video, then hit the like button and subscribe for more content.